Hey guys, welcome back. So I thought I would just turn on my camera and do a quick update about the markets here. I'm looking at the charts and nothing is happening. The price is going sideways. But I wanted to come on YouTube and remind you guys that during the 2017 and 18 and even the beginning of 2019 when the bubble popped and Bitcoin crashed from 20,000 first to 10,000 and then it bounced hard and then down to 8,000 and then it bounced again and then down to 6,000. You gotta remember that in each one of these dips when it was crashing, the bubble had popped already. You probably remember that everybody on YouTube were talking about institutional money coming into the markets, and everybody was talking about this. Institutional money is coming into these markets because we've gone mainstream and now everybody knows about this technology and the ETF is going to be approved, and this is going to make it so much easier for big institutional investors to get into these markets. And everybody was talking about institutional money coming into these markets. And I was like, guys, institutional investors and, and big pockets and smart people, they don't usually buy into the hype. They usually don't buy into hyped markets. And you got to remember these markets were super, super hyped even when the bubble popped. In the beginning of 2018, there was just too much hype in the market. So it was very, very unlikely institutional investors would be interested in buying into the hype. And now we have corrected 90% in average, all across the board. Some coins have corrected more, some coins have corrected less, but let's just call it 90% correction. So this is a full correction all the way down to where everything started. Now it's more reasonable to think that if institutional investors and big pockets are going to be interested in blockchain technology, now is the time when they would start to get interested. After a 90% correction, after the hype is gone, or I believe the hype is gone, in my eyes, there's really, really low interest. You're watching this. There's some people that's still here, and that's been here for the past couple of years. But majority, if you look at the charts of how many tweets about cryptocurrency there's today, it's just super, super low. If we look at the Google Trends chart, for searches on Google about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's just really, really low. It's as low as it was before the bubble started. So we did a full correction. I look at many charts and from a technical analysis point of view, it looks to me this is a full market cycle, like the cycle has completed. I think there's a good chance that we are at that bottom consolidation accumulation. And I think we could be stuck here for longer than we did in the past cycle, because obviously now there's less people that we can potentially reach to throw money into these markets because we went mainstream pretty much in 2017 and 18. So now there's a lot less people that we can potentially reach, if that makes sense. I hope this makes sense what I'm trying to explain here. So the process of onboarding new people is probably going to be slower. It just makes sense because now there's less people that don't know about cryptocurrencies and blockchains. So we could be stuck here for longer than we did in the past cycle, but I think there's a nice chance we won't be going any lower from here. So I also wanted to talk about, there's a lot, there's nothing going on with the price, but there's a lot going on with many, many projects now. Of course, many projects are dead. Now they went bankrupt or they just disappeared. Of course, 2,000 different blockchains is just unrealistic, but the projects that are actually established, they have a lot of things coming up very, very soon around the corner. We have Evolution for Dash coming out. We have, of course, the Lightning Network starting to get traction on Bitcoin BTC. We have, Chainlink is going to release the mainnet soon. We have, of course, Avalanche coming to Bitcoin Cash. This is going to make transactions instant and secure. Litecoin talking about implementing privacy with Mimblewimble. These are huge, technologies that are coming to all these projects, and they are going to be released very, very soon. So a lot is going on and the price is not moving. That's another thing that makes me think if institutional investors and smart people are going to be interested in blockchain, I think this is a time where they would start to get interested when all the developments are happening, yet the price is not moving because there's no interest from the general public. So I think this would be the ideal time for institutions to get interested. One sign that I would, be looking for on the charts to see if this is true, to recognize if we are indeed at bottom consolidation, would be volume. This is the only thing, that the only technical indicator that you can look at when it comes to charts. If the price movement is very, very small, so there's no volatility, the candles are super small, and the price opens and closes almost at the same price for a prolonged period of time, yet the volume is bigger than it used to be before when there was more volatility in the price, this usually, not always, but it usually indicates that big pockets are buying slowly, not to push the price up too fast, but it usually indicates big money are actually buying. So that's one indicator that you can look at, to maybe try and recognize if a project is actually being accumulated and bought, or is just a dead project, because obviously many of these 2,000 coins in the market are probably gonna stay down there and maybe never recover, or maybe not recover significantly even in the next market cycle, who knows. But many of the main projects are actually working hard, are implementing new technologies, and I believe this would be the time where institutional money would actually be interested. Now that no one is talking about anymore, and now I'm the one talking about it, because now I think it's more reasonable to think institutional money would be interested in these markets. That was all for me today. That was a quick update. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.